The three of us.
Here we go. Here we
Okay.
go. Is it doing the countdown?
Good morning, everybody. Morning.
Hello, Marky.
How
Hi,
you
Alldldup.
doing? Lilith.
Hello.
Let's see.
How are you today, ladies?
Oh, very
Finally, three
good on it?
ladies in Sharbi.
good.
I'm asking Hero if it's live.
I see it live. It's counting 30 seconds now. So we
Yes.
are on the air, girls.
Yay.
Good morning. All dolled up. Crypto Lilith, I love your profile picture.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Lunar Crypto say we are live. Okay, good.
We are
Good morning,
live.
everybody. Good morning,
It's
brother.
working. That means I did it right.
Awesome.
Awesome. Good morning. Hi, Marky.
Hi. And here's Jojo. Jojo, come here. Come see everybody.
That's Jojo.
Say hi.
Oh,
5 minutes
fantastic.
time. He's a boy.
I love him.
We don't
I
mind,
love
right?
So
Great.
yesterday when we were coming up with Marky and Lilith and I were talking about our premiere on YouTube Live. We know that we wanted to give Uncle the week off and kind of take over the space. And Lab, I think, is somewhere in the ocean on a boat enjoying some time with his family. And so the three of us said, well, we're going to take on the YouTube Live for this week. And so we have myself and Marky and Lilith. I think we'll just start off by saying thanks for being here, everybody. We're really excited. I'm super nervous. I asked Hero to take my place like 30 minutes ago, and he said no. So I'll take the nerve.
No, Hero is not allowed today. No man allowed.
Yeah, I told my husband too. Don't come in.
No.
He want to kiss me before he go. Feel good.
Yeah. So this is fun, exciting. It's our debut premiere.
Alldldup, can you introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah. Okay. So all dolled up. I know that my name is hard, and throughout the last 8 months, there's been times lots of people. What is your name? What does it mean? So back in March, Hero, my other half, has been in crypto for a while, and I was always in the background. But in March, he came and he said, there's this project, and I think that you need to see this and see this community. I'm really excited. And he hadn't ever done that before, and coming out of last year and just ups and downs and, all the things. We all know all the things. So I was like very skeptical. I was like, I don't have a Telegram account. I don't have Twitter. So really fast, I made a Telegram, and I wasn't even thinking about my screen name, All Dolled Up. It actually was a name I used to sell things on eBay, like in year 2000, like 2000 to 2010, I sold on eBay, and that was my seller name. So I just used it really quickly and created my Telegram. And then like 8 months later, I'm still here. And now that's my name. So we did talk and chat last week about maybe me changing it up. I don't know. I'm kind of attached to it, but it's All Dolled Up. And it's kind of a saying, maybe it's American saying, like when you go out, you get all dolled up. I don't know. I came in March, and I started out just kind of like chatting and watching and observing, and then I've always loved art, and so I wanted to find somewhere where I could contribute and maybe bring some value to Sharbi and be part of, and I didn't know what that looked like, so I just started making some memes. And if you go back to March, my memes have gotten way better. Like I'm very proud of myself over the last 8 months. It's I've gotten a little better at the AI and the editing and that stuff, but I really found my place in creating memes. Also launching the Sharbi Artful Hearts NFT initiative, where Sharbi's going to give back, which is still happening. And so here I am. I try to involve myself and be of service and value to Sharbi in all the ways that I can. And I love being here.
Mhm.
Alldldup, I think that more than 3,000 meme is not just a few.
I know, yeah, I think I'm around 3,000. Yeah.
More. I counted 3,200 memes from you. So it's a
Wow.
huge amount. You are the real queen of memes here for Sharbi. So
Sure.
Yeah.
fantastic. And Marky, what is
Yes.
your experience with Sharbi?
Well, I came to Sharbi in March. My name is Marky, so I don't make it up, but it's short for Marqueta. And I came to Sharbi because on in March I was really upset because I had to put down my doggy Charlotte, and we call her Char. And I was looking for another Char, and I find Sharbi.
Oh,
So I said, get me another dog. I invest to Sharbi. So I'm here since March, and I really love the community, and everybody's so nice and sweet. And I came to crypto since 2019, so I've been here for a little while. But with Sharbi, I feel very like in family. It's just I feel like I belong somewhere, and I need that. I went through a lot with my husband because he went through terminal brain cancer, but he's a walking miracle. So thank God he's here. I came to America about 22 years ago, and I came here with no English, no money, and one bag and no family. So when my husband got sick, I learned from people, like English, learned from people, from movies, and from him. And 7 years of marriage, we've been married 20 years now. He got really sick, and I did not know what's going to happen. So I have to actually basically learn everything from scratch because I don't even know how to pay bills. So when I started learning that, I went through a lot without any family. So my whole family is still in Europe. But I started having lots of friends and people helping me around. And I am very social and very friendly person, and I can learn quick. And when I came to Sharbi, I just feel very warm and welcome. And I've been alone for 3 years in crypto because my husband cannot help me, even if he's a walking miracle and he can, do things, play golf and have, ride a car and everything. He have a short-term memory, and he have a hard time to use the phone. So he basically cannot even understand what is crypto all about, hard wallet, soft wallet, staking, farming, all those crazy things that we do in crypto. So, but he's the biggest supporter of me, and he helping me a lot with his faith and my faith to do good for others. So we try and do our best together. We are a team. Even if he cannot help me with crypto, I have Sharbi now. So that's my story.
Really touching. I really, really, really nice story. Thank you for sharing, Marky.
You're welcome.
Really great.
Marky.
Thanks.
And how about you, Lilith?
Okay, let me introduce myself. So, you see my avatar here, Crypto Lilith. So, I'm in cybersecurity since 18 years ago. So, 18 years of experience in cybersecurity. My original background is in science. I am a scientist, master degree in theoretical astrophysics, cosmology. The story and the evolution of the universe was my passion. I did research for 2 years, and then I decided that there were some value that didn't match with my values. So I decided to go for the second passion of mine, that was technology. And so 18 years ago, I started my career in cybersecurity um, till 2020, when I left the corporate job that I was in. I was head of cybersecurity for a big company, and I decided that I wanted more in life. I'm an idealist. I really believe in decentralization. I believe in crypto a lot. I think is a needed step for everyone in the world. It will be evident very soon. I think you can see already some let's say tips from news and other stuff that we need to be decentralized. We don't need government to take care of our decisions. We are, let's say, big enough to make our own decision. I really believe in decentralization. I also love art. I'm an artist since I was 6. I'm an oil painter. And so in 2020, I said, okay, let's combine my two best passion right now, that is art and crypto, and become an NFT artist. So
Wow.
I became an NFT artist, but the first day I joined the space, what happened was everyone was getting scammed everywhere for very, very simple stuff. They said that it's impossible that people don't know about it, but it's possible. And so since I joined, I've helped around 700 victims of scams, always for free. And I try to train them. I really believe that we need to teach people how to be responsible for themselves. This is really needed right now. In crypto is more than ever. And then I was only charging projects that were asking for help, big projects, companies. And in March, I was talking to a friend that was in Sharbi, and he was telling me they need a little bit of security advices. Can you check this token? Can you check the community? So I came in, I talked to the people that were working there at the moment. And when I saw the community, I started working for Sharbi to make sure that my help was put in the right place, let's say. That was the idea. And since then, we have been working a lot. So a lot of work. It's a full-time job right now for me.
We're very
So
happy you're here with us.
yeah, this is a brief story. There is more, but I don't want to bore you with the other stuff. And maybe we can go through everything that happened in the last couple of weeks. So go too far away in time. Let's just talk to the recent events. So with Sharbi, what I see and what I think people love about Sharbi is the community. That's the best thing, right?
Sure.
So community and decentralization, they go together. So that is where my value matches what I see in the community and what I see here. And so the first thing that we managed to do is a little bit of collaborations around. And the first thing was Bubble Map. I don't know if you are familiar with Bubble Map. Bubble Map is a service that will give you a full overview of all the holdings in the different wallets for a token. And we made a partnership. We are collaborating with them. And if you look at their homepage for the app, you can see Sharbi on the homepage this week because we are working together and we are there. And you can see in real time, I think at least every 6 days, the status of the holdings in the wallets on blockchain is updated. So you can see how much holding each wallet has. Of course, this is done because we believe in transparency. This is one of the best value that the blockchain will bring. And so we said, okay, this is one of the best tools we can collaborate to start. Easy, done, already there. So first thing.
And
Then
I'll share that. We'll share that in the main chat today, Lilith.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
put the bubble maps in there so that the community can go and look at that and see
yes.
what we have there.
And also, we can tell people that you can go there and check on both blockchain. At the moment, Sharbi is on 2 blockchain, on Ethereum and Arbitrum. you can see the distribution of holdings on both blockchain, and we can work on make the distribution better for the future. So this is a first step, transparency. Then
Yeah.
we want the community to be part of the decision making. So
Mm-hmm.
what a community token is really, and what it was said about Sharbi is that Sharbi is a community token. So community should be at the core of a decision.
Yeah.
So what we are trying to do is to create a real DAO, a decentralized company, let's say. So we are trying. We argue a lot, uh, but at the end, people also have to learn how to communicate in a DAO. It's not easy. It's not easy. And voting and get a habit to that is a process. So we are working on that. And how do you find, Alldldup, how do you find the DAO right now? What do you think about it? Is it something that you appreciate? Do you get too much upset, or how do you live it in your own experience?
I saw Radar's comment. Women argue, no way. Everyone. Well, I don't know if the women have caused a lot of the arguing, but I appreciate the doubt. So here's the thing: it's the community making the decision, but and sometimes it takes longer. So Lilith is right. Sometimes there's the back and forth, but something that's really amazing in the DAO is that we talk through it, right? And at the end of the day, this person thinks this or this. We collaborate together, and there is a decision made that's in the
Mm-hmm.
best interest of Sharbi, the community, the token, the path forward, all of the things that is being decided upon by this DAO, and it doesn't happen. It's not instant all the time. So Lilith is right. Like someone might question something or have a different point of view, but it's being done correctly with transparency, and that decision's being made by the community at the best interest. So I think it's so valuable. It's so needed.
We disagree to agree.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the only thing we agree about. That's nice. But I find, anyway, in my experience with other different DAOs, I think the one we are in is growing a lot. So it's a small one. So we started with only. So how do you participate to the DAO right now? Is that
Yeah.
the first step? So the first step, so is going to grow, is going to be different in the future. But the first introduction was done considering the people that hold more than 20 billion Sharbi in their wallets. So by holding, and people that are important, let's say, for the operational side. And so at the moment we are 35 people in the DAO, so it's a very small one. Based on this, and mainly everyone that is in the group is the one that also is going to be let's say, taking advantage of the Shibarium launch, where we are going to launch it. They are part of a whitelist, and so they are fully involved into Sharbi. They are not just there for one day. They are people that are holding for months, and so it's part of their life. And this is what makes the difference. So even if we argue a lot, at the end we always find the best solution for Sharbi on the long term. This is not a pump and dump token like many you can see. This is something that we are building for the long term. So we are removing any tool, any aspect that it doesn't match the value that we are talking about right now. And that, of course, is going to remove also people that don't believe and doesn't vibrate with our beliefs, let's say, with our energy. And so people that don't believe in long term will just leave. But we are happy because At the moment, everything that we are going to show you and to build is going to make it grow in a very organic, a real, based on real value, based on real utilities that everyone will take advantage of. So this is why we believe in creating a DAO in a proper way. And so
I'm so happy you've shared all that, because I think it's so important that the community knows that, right? That behind in that DAO right now are very committed, loyal, passionate members of that DAO that have fully invested in Sharbi and believe in Sharbi. So important.
Yes.
What's the most, like, when you know, I know that the DAO will grow. What's what would you say is a large amount of people in a DAO, or that you've worked with or seen?
Yeah, how it's going to develop, it will be second step. So first step is done. We are making sure that people know how to vote, and they are voting already. And it's a small group. Second step will be to create a real DAO. So to go technically, creating, using maybe Aragon, I don't know if people are familiar with that tool, to create a DAO on blockchain. So where people will vote with their wallet. So they will log in with their wallet, they sign in with the wallet, and then they vote using their wallet. Third step, and that will be the real decentralized DAO, it will be done once the plan that we are going to share today, some of the plan, not everything, but a small plan we are going to share today, it will be complete. That is when our multi-chain bridge will be ready. We are going to have also staking on the bridge. And for people that are going to stake in Sharbi, they're going to be also there's going to be a governance token, and so they will be able to vote through that. Why the staking? Because people that are staking their token are people that believe in the token, because it's a long-term commitment. It's not just I buy one day 20 billion, next day I vote for something just because it's convenient for my project, and then I sell. This is not good. So we want people that stake into the token, that believes in the token. And this will be the evolution of the DAO. It's not an easy process, but it's going to be definitely done. Love you too. Okay. So this is we mentioned the bridge. So one of the biggest task this week has been the building the development of the bridge. So at the moment we are in a partnership with Solidity. Solidity.io is one of the biggest company in Web3 for development in Web3. And at the moment, they are developing the bridge between Ethereum and Arbitrum for Sharbi. And the scheduled date will be 13th of October for the release of this first part. The second part will be on Shibarium. So it will be one bridge, 3 different blockchain. And what is going to be extremely interesting is the fact that we are going to be able to offer service for different tokens, not just Sharbi. So we can bridge Bone, we can bridge any multi-chain token that we want to collaborate with. So bridge is a word that has also a meaning. It's not just a technical development, it's also totally in line with our value, that is collaboration and building bridges among different groups, because this is how we grow, right? So this is the idea, and it's beautiful.
And I want to say, from what you've said about the bridge, Simona, or Lilith, that we have lots of projects, right? So I just know, Hero, in operating the socials, that there are so many projects currently reaching out to us for partnerships or to inquire about the bridge. So it is a lucrative thing utility that we're going to be creating that can benefit not just Sharbi, but other projects as well are going to want to come and utilize this bridge.
Fantastic. Not just that. So who is going to be to have benefit from the bridge? From the bridge, the operational side of Sharbi finally will have a revenue. Very low flat fee, but considering how many transactions there will be, it will be enough to be self-sustained. So Sharbi will become totally independent from donations, from anything that at the moment we need to go on. So that's the first thing. The second thing, really important, is that every holder of Sharbi is going to take also a percentage. So from each transaction, based on volume, there will be a very small tax, and that tax will be redistributed among the holders. So who is holding Sharbi is going to benefit from the transaction, considering that is not just transaction from chain to chain for Sharbi, but for Bone and for all other tokens. Imagine the volume of rewards. That could be huge, right? So everyone is going to benefit from this. So this is a typical win-win situation where every party is going to win. I think this will say everything about the project. This is exactly why we are in Sharbi, I think, right?
Right.
So this was most of the week, so collaborating for the Shibarium part and integrated with the development of the bridge for Shibarium. There will be also the contract for launching Sharbi on Shibarium. And so that will be done. I think in the next few weeks we are going to announce officially. Is work in progress right now, and it will go step by step with the bridge. So it will be, yeah.
We do have a couple questions, and I
Yes.
just I did want to say I know the paid to hold, the passive income. Marky and I we had a phone call last night, and we were talking about that and just how great it is. You know that she had said I had never seen a coin like that before. So it's really about the holders, right? Incentivizing them to hold, and yet you're making money by holding.
Right.
On the DAO, I'm going to back up just a second. We did have a question. The question is, will you still be able to vote with your wallet on the DAO if your tokens are staked?
Yes, this is why I was introducing and talking about the governance token. So the governance token will be a different token linked to Sharbi, staked, but not Sharbi itself. So you can stake, but you also are owner of a token that is linked to Sharbi that will be in your wallet. And that will be the governance token used to vote.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you.
This is the idea. So I'm
Yes.
just talking about a plan right now for this part. This is the last step. So we are at the first. There is still 2 steps to reach that level. So a lot of work.
We have one here from Lunar Crypto. I think Lab and Uncle have some serious competition here.
Of course. No doubt about it. Of course.
Of course, no doubt.
And not just that, not just because of the way we speak and the charm that we have, but also because Sharbi is feminine energy, and we represent Sharbi better, I think.
Also, I have a question here. Will we still receive USDC holders reward staking? I think so, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
And the staking itself, it will also entitle for a percentage of revenue in itself.
I'm so excited for the staking. I love staking.
So this was about bridges. So we talk about Babel Map, DAO, and the building of the bridge. A little bit of the Sharbi release on Shibarium. Next point, I have a lot of questions from people about the centralized exchanges. So we were talking about the centralization and how we think is a value. Okay, going to an exchange is I personally believe that an exchange is like cancer for decentralization. I truly believe that because it attracts people that don't really they are not purist in the sense of in the value of the centralization. And so what happened with Sharbi, we went through a lot of let's say a small project to list the token. We went through that, and then you have a small pump every time you do that. But then what happened is that you have to fight against people that are just daily traders, people that buy and dump, that they are exploiting the token, and so that's not what we want. So this is not our real view for the future. What we want is to build something that has a long-term utility. And so, in line with our value, we decided to remove to the list Sharbi from Maxi and from Bitmart.
Good
At the
idea.
moment, we are on L Bank and Gate still. But Maxi was mainly because we were seeing a lot of bots, a lot of trading and arbitrage exploitation, and it was a mess for us. It was a lot of energy just to fight that. And we don't want to spend our energy there. We want to spend our energy in building utilities and not into fighting arbitrage and stuff like that. So that's the reason, and we are extremely happy about the result right now. So no more, no more arbitrage. And about building and about the fact that at the moment what we have is how do we finance all this technological improvement, let's say. We do it through donations and contribution from holders mainly. But because we have, we have a liquidity on Uniswap and SushiSwap, and it's locked for 10 years there, uh, around $200,000 on each blockchain is locked for 10 years. However, since March, there was a little bit of accumulation of funds that was not locked. And so we took that and we invested it into building the bridge. So the bridge has been financed through the liquidity, part of liquidity from Uniswap and SushiSwap. The small part that was not locked. So this is how we did it.
Awesome.
And then last very huge point for Sharbi, a lot of work as well. And I don't know if Frank is here listening. I saw one of the messages there from
Yeah,
here.
I saw him.
But,
I saw him.
so, and this is also really really important for me, for my story, is education. So educating people because when you are in crypto, you are your own bank. So you need to
Right.
think, you need to understand the risk, and you need to behave like a bank. But to do that, you need the knowledge. You need to understand how to do it. And the university is one of the major utility of Sharbi. If people go to Shibarium University, you can see by yourself all the work that has been put into the university, and that is just the start because we are building much more for the future. I don't want to anticipate the next steps. This is a surprise, but that is one of the best utility at the moment is free, so everyone can go there and educate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it will be at the core of Sharbi value.
Its university is amazing. It's beautiful. I mean, we're so grateful that we have. There's another question from Sarah. Any idea what the staking percentage will be?
Not yet. Everything can be configured. So we are in a phase where we are going to establish all the percentages and everything that is going to be ready by the second week of October for Arbitrum. Second week of October, all the contracts will be ready. The launch will be announced, the official launch. So don't be too impatient. This is just a schedule. And we are going to decide the percentages. Is everything configurable? We're
Mhm.
going to set it up. As soon as we know exactly, I will share.
Okay, and crypto is all about patience because if we're not patient, we can click on wrong links and we can get scammed. I've been through it.
Yes,
Alldldup been through it. Lilith been through it. We've all been through it. There's scammers everywhere, so be safe, please. And also, I
everyone.
want to let everybody know that nobody need be forced to, invest in Sharbi. It's only up to you. We're not financial advisors. We are just in Sharbi, so we're excited for Sharbi because we're in here. But it's everybody's own willing to do so. So it's up to you. Okay, just want to let you know.
Great. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And so with this and with all these changes, let's say, and the path that we took, one of the things that Alldldup was talking about a lot lately was why don't we make a rebrand? And a lot of people in our DAO are happy about a rebranding of the token. And so this is what we are excited about. So Alldldup, can you explain a little bit better with more words what
Yeah.
is the idea?
Um, just being here in the time that I've been here, and we've been through a lot together, and we've seen Sharbi transform. And so the thought to me, I'm making you hear us getting the dog. The thought, it kept going through my mind as I'd create the memes, is that having a rebrand for Sharbi. And so we start an open discussion together, and talk about different ideas. But doing a rebrand and being very mindful of how we do this, right? Because we want to select something where this rebrand of Sharbi is going to match the value of Sharbi, right? We want this maybe official logo to represent everything and encompass all the amazing values that Sharbi holds and that can stand the test of time, right? And being a known brand logo, and when you see that, that's Sharbi, that's community, that's value, that's collaboration, education, empowerment, uh, meme queen, whatever that whatever that ends up being is going to represent that. And so it hasn't been fast because we're being very mindful and um, having a lot of discussion and looking at options of what is that going to be. But it is something that's coming, and I think it will be really great. And we will use that in the socials and in the university and in our marketing and media and maybe merchandise. And so all the things that we do have planned in the future, that timeline, our roadmap, this rebranding is just going to fully support what Sharbi's become and where what she's growing into.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we are already working on the logos. So although that how many mock-up you did, right? Hundreds?
Oh, I've done at least 50, I think. 50, I don't know. I make them and then I'm like, and then I share and then I tweak it and change
Then
it.
you have another idea.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think I think, oh, we should go this way. And then, yesterday, to I'm going to go back to the university really quick. And Funk has been working so hard. He's so valuable and knowledgeable, and just so willing to give so much time and energy to that university.
He's amazing.
I wish there was a way to capture or measure the value of the time that some of these amazing community members give, because sometimes it can get diluted in the main chat, and that you got the people who come in, just to capture what's happening in the background would be lovely. Maybe not possible because we all give hours and hours and dedicate so much time, but yesterday was huge. It was pivotal. Pivotal. Got it. And that I'm going to share. I went through a training with Lab here, and he showed me how to do this. Yesterday, the SHIB women announced a partnership with us. And I mean,
Fantastic.
right? It's like applause needed, and this is just when I touched on earlier about all the DMs and all the projects coming to Sharbi and asking for partnerships. And these are projects, these are our goals and our hard work coming to fruition. And we can, I was saying to Hero, I know the chart doesn't align. Like the passion and the amount of work and the things that are happening, it's like you go and look at the chart and you're like, well, that doesn't match up, but it will. I am not financial advice, not financial advisor, all do your own research, but it's kind of like this brewing, right? And it's happening, and it might be slow and you can't capture it in that moment in time, but it's all working how we have that vision of it happening. And so the SHIB women, the partnership, Funk writing this amazing article, all the other articles, other community members that have written the articles, and the recent submissions that Hero collected from the community that I know he has to go through and review and kind of collect all of that information. But all of those things happening are the path to where we're going. And they're really a testament now that these other projects are reaching out to us. They're a testament of what this Sharbi is, and everything, through the highs, the lows, to the top, to the bottom. This team isn't stopping. And when you don't stop, and you have the amazing group that we have, I don't think it can fail, right? So we keep going, we keep forging ahead. The SHIB women partnership, that's amazing. They're tweeting us out. The Mars swap, came yesterday and asked to talk to Sharbi, and asking to do AMAs and get, do all of these things. There's movement. Like this is all happening. It's brewing, and the rebranding being part of that. That's a testament of all of this. Like Sharbi is coming into her own, and we want a logo and a brand that fully represents all those values and the value to the crypto space.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think with this, what you are explaining right now, I think we are touching a very important point. Just a quick note. I've been helping other projects that are not really, let's say, in the collaboration mood, and they are more competitive. And like if someone talks about another token, or they ask for collaboration, they are always very negative about it because they are afraid that will distract the investor, that they will leave the token. For Sharbi is totally different. What we believe in, I personally believe in, and I find that the group at the core Sharbi believes the same, is that if you share the same vision, and you collaborate with someone, instead of 2 + 2 = 4, it will become 2 + 2 = 8, and the energy will be so much more that you just become extremely powerful. And so this is what I believe in, and I see that right now everything that is moving in the last couple of weeks is exactly in line with this idea. I love this.
Mm.
And I think with this note, I think we have said everything about Sharbi today. This is beautiful, really.
Sharbi woman, we all around with Shiva, everybody, all in, all the ladies. We love you, Shiva ladies too.
Um, I'm gonna really quickly. Hero had his comment. So the SHIB women, their movement is education, the female empowerment. Their vision, it really aligns with Sharbi's vision. So there's a lot of overlap there. I think that's why, when one of the SHIB women came in and to chat and we were talking, she said, oh my gosh, like I can't believe like I'm just hearing about Sharbi. I've been so busy on my own projects and developing in the background. And so, oh my gosh, but she says, I come into your chat and your university and the website, and I know Funk was talking with her too, our value and that value creation and the decentralization and that vision, it just aligned, right? And so let's collaborate and let's work together. And I think it was mentioned in an AMA last night, but that collaboration over competition, this is Sharbi, right? We want to collaborate with these other projects. How awesome that these other projects are seeing that about us, that we give off that energy, that we would love to collaborate versus compete. And I think those out in the world that haven't come into the crypto space yet, those that were the 5%, and all those other people out in the world, they need to see the things like that we're doing and the collaboration. Because if they see the fighting and the disdain between projects or the FUD that happens, that's not going to be welcoming into this space. And if we have that focus on decentralized world, this freedom that can come with this space, we want to draw those people in. And how do we do that? We welcome them. We exude the community, the support, the transparency, the trust. Those things have to be created. And I think that because we are getting more exposure, and these people are coming in slowly, but they're seeing it. They see what we have in Sharbi, and it is really special. So,
Yes.
One note about women empowerment. In my experience in technology, and cybersecurity, we are very few. Okay, so everywhere I worked, there were these program to empower women, and it is all fake. It doesn't mean anything, because if someone has to empower you, it means you have no power. Right? So
right.
I don't need someone to empower me to be myself. I need to find myself and then show the world who I am. That's it. Feminine energy and everything. So the concept of empowering women in here is not what you find in the fake corporate or around the world. This is real women that are already powerful, that want to show other member of the community that is possible to have balance, and not to fight, and not to struggle just because of something stupid like that. like a
Yes.
difference in gender.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
I love that. Yes. I love
Yes,
that.
clear.
Yes,
That's
we can
awesome.
hear you. Are you losing us?
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah. No, that's
Can you
that
hear
you
me
nailed it.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you nailed it. That's so true. Right? Um,
yeah,
being able to use that strength and that leadership and that empowerment that maybe I already feel, and now I just get to give it. Right? I'm sharing it with Sharbi because it's
exactly.
there.
Yes, is a
Yeah.
different concept. You don't find that. I was in a program for the company I was working for, where they were saying that because I was a woman, I was in this diversity program because there are no women in technology. I'm not diverse. What do you mean? So when you have to say that, it means that is not equality. There is no equality. In our vision here is different. So we are trying to show how to do it.
Yes.
We don't need someone to tell us that we are powerful. We are already powerful. You you can see here the three of us what we are doing today. So
Yes.
that's good enough, right?
That is.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. Well, this has been really great. I don't know, I kind of just feel like it's the three of us talking. I don't know how many viewers are out there, but it was a really great time.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yes.
Yes.
Really good hour almost, and
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll
we
do it
can
again.
update the community regularly with what we are doing
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
all the implementation we do every week, and all the ideas that we can share.
Yeah.
Everything should be transparent, and this is the best way to share.
Yeah.
So
I
I
agree.
love it today. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much for coming, Lilith. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Alldldup,
Thank you, Marky. Thank you.
thank you. We have
Thank
no more
you.
questions. Everything okay? You're
I'm
good.
good. I'm good. Go back to work, and it's the
Okay.
weekend, so I hope all you Sharbians have a good weekend. Or if anyone is seeing this that isn't part of Sharbi, that they're welcome to come into our community and talk with us. And we have amazing people in there all the time that are there to answer questions or guide you to where you need to be or what you're looking for. So uh, it's strong. We're really strong, and it's really exciting. So it's
Sounds
been
good.
great.
Let's go, Sharby.
Bye. Go Sharby. Thank
Bye,
you.
girl.
LFG,
Love you all.
LFG.
Bye.
Bye.